This is the charging station for all the cordless drills. Here we have the Hilti version of the cordless drills. Interesting thing about these batteries is that you slide them back, not in and out. See, slide it and lock it in place. Next up is this Makita cordless drill. You see that you push it in the sides to pull the battery up and lock it into place, much like the standard cordless drill that you probably used as a kid. Up next is this DeWalt. Obviously, same thing. You push in the tabs on the side. You see that? You push them in, pull it up, plug it into the drill, ready to go.
First step to lab safety is to ensure that you use the proper personal protective equipment, such as eyewear, earwear, depending on what's going on in the laboratory, such as people cutting, and definitely depending on what you're cutting into, some kind of facial protection in case you're drilling into dust or something that might be carcinogenic.
Now the first step to using any kind of cordless or corded drill is to give it a power source. So for this Hilti, we're going to plug in the battery into the drill. The same routine applies for the Makita. Simply plug the battery in, lock it in place, and go. Next up is to plug a cord in for the corded drill. There are a lot of different bits that you can use in this lab. The first kind of bit is a wood spade bit. Notice its distinctive edges and the sharp edges on it. Be careful with this bit. It's used in much more powerful drills such as a corded drill. Also, this is a masonry bit. The masonry bit is not so different than the metal drill bit. The masonry bit is different because it has a nice wide flange on it. Masonry bit is used to cut into stones. And this is a metal drill bit. Nice and easy, use this to drill holes into wood. Now there are also bits called Phillips head bits and any other kind of bolt or thing you would use. For example, their flathead right in there. We also have a Torx bit on this Makita cordless right here. Please note, drill bits will get very hot after use. Be careful. Now there are a couple different ways that you can put the bits into the drills. For example, on the Makita drill, you pull the ring that holds the bits in and out. Pull it up, pull the drill bit out, push it back in, lock it in place. On most drills, however, all you have to do is untighten or tighten the chuck righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. The easiest way to do this is to grab the chuck, turn the bit to the left to loosen, see how the drill bit comes out, and then put the drill to the right, hold on to the chuck, and drill back in to get the drill to tighten in. This is the tightest and most secure way to do such. Now this drill is special because it has a chuck, but not a chuck that you can tighten by hand. You have to use the special bit that is attached onto the power cord for this drill to tighten and untighten it, much like how you would use a drill press. So now we're going to talk about some torque adjustments that you can make on the drills. First up is this Makita cordless. The Makita doesn't have any kind of torque adjustments. It's just a pull and go. Now this is how you adjust a normal cordless drill. Now they come adjusting on the torque wheel. For example, if you use a 1, that would be on a small screw and some softwood. But if you were to turn it up all the way to 15, which is the highest setting, you'd be using that on a bigger screw and some high wood. The next setting up is the boring setting. And then all the way up is hammer speed. It pulsates a little bit while you drill in. Now you can also adjust the speed of the drill. Notice how there's speed 1. 1 is the lowest speed. See how you can see that spinning pretty slow. The next one is speed 2. Speed 2 is faster than speed 1, and then there's speed 3, which is faster than both speeds 1 and 2. This also depends on the kind of screw you're going to be using, the kind of wood you'd be drilling into. Now this is the other kind of drill. This drill is pretty simple. It has speed 1, speed 2, and then the hammer pulsation setting for the speed. Now we're going to show you how to use these drill bits. Up first is the metal drill bit. You'd use this to drill into some wood on the boring speed, boring being boring holes into wood. When you're using a drill, make sure that you have a constant downward force into the wood and that you're spinning to the right to go in. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So when you're coming out, you spin to the left. Now, if you're going to put a screw into that hole maybe, you would use the screw that matches up with the correct kind of bit that you have in the drill, and then apply the same theory, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, downward force, in and out. Now finally, a wood spade bit. The wood spade bit you would use very much like the metal drill bit. Apply constant downward force into the wood, make sure you drill into it, and then a nice lefty-loosey downward force on the way back out. Thank you for watching.